I'm JBK, also known as Jennifer, and I really dig helping people like you live a healthier life. Towards that end, today I want to talk about something that is really near and dear to my heart. Our tushies, and why our tushies and our plumbers are a lot happier when we don't use disposable wipes. I will give you some great alternatives to flushable wipes. And if you stick around to the very end of the video, I'm going to share with you a very personal story about something my grandma told me when I was a young girl that really helped me become the woman I am today when it comes to all things tushy. Don't worry, nothing I say is gonna be gross. My mom watches this channel. So now let us begin the discussion of all things tushy. Let's talk about why butt wipes are bad. To begin with, they wreak havoc on our pipes. They totally break machinery that cleans and filters our sewage, and they have been known to completely back up entire sewage systems. If you think I'm exaggerating, just Google the term Fatberg.
Experts have described the Fatberg as a total monster. To give you an idea of the size of this thing, it's 20 feet longer than London's famous Tower Bridge, which measures 800 feet from end to end. Thames Water workers say they clear 80,000 blockages from the system every year at a cost of over $1 million a month.
But that's not all. Wipes that escape the sewers often end up in our rivers and our oceans, where the little plastic fibers that make them up often hurt and sometimes kill fish and other marine life. And once they're ingested, they may end up in the human food chain. Also, using flushable wipes can cause tears, irritation, and hemorrhoids. And most wipes use chemicals that aren't so terrific for our tushy, meaning that they eliminate the good bacteria that we need down there to ward off yeast and bacterial infections. That is a high price to pay for the convenience of flushable wipes. So here are 5 solutions to help us break the butt wipe barrier. The simplest solution is literally just wetting your toilet paper with water and using that to clean yourself. And if your sink isn't close enough to the toilet, you can just keep a spray bottle of water near the toilet and use that. Another similar option is to spray your toilet paper with toilet paper spray, which just ostensibly turns your toilet paper into a flushable wipe. You can buy ready-made toilet paper spray, or there are some good natural DIY recipes if you'd like to make one yourself with natural, simple household ingredients, nothing fancy. I'll leave links in the description. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. So here's what the spray looks like all done, and I gotta say, it smells really good, and I did get the chance to try it out, and I am never looking back. This stuff is the bomb. And the beautiful thing is, you can name it whatever you want. Something subtle, something scatty, something silly, or something with alliteration. One of my favorite tricks is crouching instead of sitting when I do the do. Just kind of like you would do in the woods. It really just comes down to science. Humans weren't meant to do number 2 with our tushies parallel to the earth. That's one of the reasons things actually get so messy down there. Now, if you're wondering how to do that in your own bathroom, you can invest in something called a toilet ottoman from companies like Tushy for around $70. Or if you're like me, you can just use a household stool like this $10 foldable one that I picked up at my local hardware store. It will make the process a lot more comfortable, more tidy, and in general, easier. Now, I'm at an angle, in more of a squatting position. Okay, now we're gonna get fancy. If you have room and the available plumbing, you can install a bidet, like what most of Europe and all of South America uses. Or if you don't have the room or the available plumbing for a totally separate bidet, you can install a bidet toilet seat like the TOTO Washlet, which is used very commonly in Japan and stateside in some of the fancier hotels. The washlet has different price points, but starting at $600, you can get a wallop of amazing features, including adjustable water temperature and volume, a warm air dryer, a heated seat, and an air deodorizer. But if you need more options than that, you can spend 3 times as much and they'll throw in a nightlight and an automatic open-close lid. I'm a fan of the TOTO Washlet because I made an episode about it in a web series I used to produce called Flush TV. Is it a private time for you when you're using the Jasmine? You know, is it like doors closed and everyone doesn't bother you? Or
in general, I believe in having doors open when you're going to the toilet because I think people should get over all their hang-ups about it. But when I'm with Jasmine, normally I like the door shut.
And do you have
it locked?
I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. But also, I like the TOTO Washlet because, hey, it's Japanese. Say no more. If you can't spring for a bidet seat like the Washlet, another option is a bidet attachment. I like to think of them as a poor man's TOTO Washlet. But hey, what's wrong with that? For $89, you can buy one that doesn't require any additional plumbing or electricity from a company called Tushy, which, by the way, I have no connection to. I just love that their name is Tushy. Some of them even have warm water options and allow you to change the direction of the spray. See the link in my description for a video that summarizes some of the best bidet attachment options out there. In conclusion, there are only 3 things out there that we should ever flush down the toilet, and they all begin with the letter P. They are pee, poo, paper. Flushable wipe does not begin with P, and neither does butt wipe. And if you must continue using your wipes, then please, I beg of you, stop flushing them down the toilet. Instead, just wrap them up in toilet paper and chuck them in the bin the way you would with a feminine hygiene product or a dirty diaper. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Once upon a time, 2 New York City sisters were in Amarillo, Texas, visiting their paternal grandmother, Edna Ruth, or as we called her, Grandma Alice. We were just casually minding our own business, reading books in bed. I think I was around my daughter's age now, which is 11, which would mean my sister was about 14 years old. So imagine this. Deborah's on her side of the bed, I'm on my side of the bed. We're both reading books, just enjoying the air conditioning because it is hot there in the summer. And Grandma came in and she said, "Didn't your mom tell you how to wipe yourselves after you go to the bathroom?" And I remember looking over at my sister and she was reading, I don't know, she's still into science fiction. She was probably reading science fiction back then. So let's imagine she had Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy in front of her. And I remember her just lowering the book and looking at my grandma in horror. And I think she said, "Excuse me?" And Grandma repeated herself and then said, "You wipe until the soil is clean. You wipe until the soil is clean." And then I think she just turned around and went back to the laundry room. I never forgot those words though. You wipe until the soil is clean. Thank you, Grandma. Thank you. That is our video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to check out the public playlists on this channel for curated music and videos. On the video side of things, there's the JBK Curated Videos to Make You Smile playlist, which has something for pretty much everyone, and the robust Cannabis for Fighting Cancer in Dogs and People, and the Work in Progress JBK Approved Healthy People videos. Both these playlists contain sound, smart, scientifically backed information that I think we should all be aware of at the very least and doing at the very most. And on the music side of things, there's the Ginny Music for Good Spirits if you're looking for songs to help you feel positive and inspired, and who isn't? There's also Ginny's Music for Groovin' if you appreciate tunes with a good beat to get you moving, alone or with your pooch, or for company while you guys dance in your bedroom. This latter playlist is dedicated to my sister Deborah and my friend Melissa, both of whom love to groove.